Hello guys. Welcome back to GDT Tech Reviews. In this video we are going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best Xiaomi smartphones 2021. So let us get started and the review based on our studies and small research. If you have any personal suggestion, do let us know in the comment section. If you are for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The phone comes with a 6.67-inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1080 x 2340 pixels. Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro is powered by a 2.84 GHz octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor. It comes with 12 GB of RAM. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro runs Android 10 and is powered by a 4500 mAh non-removable battery. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro supports wireless charging, as well as proprietary fast charging. As far as the cameras are concerned, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro on the rear packs a 108-megapixel primary camera with an f1.69 aperture and a pixel size of 1.6 micron. An 8-megapixel camera with an f2.0 aperture and a pixel size of 1.0 micron. A 12-megapixel camera with an f2.0 aperture and a pixel size of 1.4 micron, and a 20-megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture. The rear camera setup has autofocus. It sports a 20-megapixel camera on the front for selfies. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro runs Mi 11 is based on Android 10 and packs 128 GB of inbuilt storage. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro is a dual SIM smartphone that accepts nano SIM and nano SIM cards. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro measures 162.60 x 74.80 x 8.96 mm and weighs 208.00 grams. It was launched in pearl white and starry blue colors. It bears a glass body. Connectivity options on the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro include Wi-Fi 802.11 BG, GPS, Bluetooth V5.10, NFC, USB Type-C, FM radio, 3G, and 4G with active 4G on both SIM cards. Sensors on the phone include accelerometer, ambient light sensor, barometer, compass magnetometer, gyroscope, proximity sensor, and in-display fingerprint sensor. The Poco F2 Pro is a little on the large side, but not necessarily prohibitively so. With dimensions of 163.3 x 75.4 x 8.9 mm, there are a few bigger and thicker phones than it, and while it's a little heavy at 219 grams, again there are heftier phones out there. We sometimes had trouble reaching the side buttons and the extremes of the screen, and we've got fairly average-sized hands, so people with smaller hands will only be able to use this phone two-handed. The phone has a glass front and back and an aluminum frame. On the right edge there's a volume rocker and a bright red power button. There's a USB-C port on the bottom edge. Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro looks and feels premium. Lift the device and you'll instantly feel its 218 grams weight, which is a bit on the heavier side. The high refresh rate LCD on the Mi 10T Pro has Full HD Plus resolution. It is a good LCD panel with decent viewing angles, and it does get bright enough when you are outdoors. However, the colors are not as punchy and the blacks are not as deep as they would be on an AMOLED panel. You do have the option to select different color modes and also customize the color temperature of the display. The Mi 10T Pro also lets you set the refresh rate manually. You can choose between 60 Hz, 90 Hz and 144 Hz. I had set it to 144 Hz, which made scrolling appear smoother. While the switch from AMOLED to LCD is a big one, the internals of the Mi 10T Pro have more or less remained unchanged. It is powered by the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor as the Mi 10. The Poco X3 is not your typical mid-ranger. It tries to jostle with phones more expensive than it at many levels. A quick glance at the spec sheet will reveal no real shortcomings or weaknesses, which isn't something we get to say all that often when it comes to smartphones. For starters, it is the first and only smartphone in the world to be powered by the Snapdragon 732G chipset. It might not be much better than something like the Snapdragon 730G, but it seems more responsive and smooth than anything else we've tested in this segment. This is partly due to the 120Hz display, which is still exclusive to Poco in this segment. Even the response rate has been bumped up, adding another layer of speed. Even the cameras on the Poco X3 are no slouch. A large 64MP primary sensor, a relatively high-res ultra-wide lens, and 2 auxiliary shooters, paired with a robust suite of shooting modes make it an extremely enjoyable camera. From creation to content consumption, we also get dual stereo speakers and a high-res headphone jack. The phone comes with a 6.81-inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1440 x 3200 pixels at a pixel density of 515 pixels per inch and an aspect ratio of 20:9. Xiaomi Mi 11 is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor. It comes with 8 GB of RAM. The Xiaomi Mi 11 runs Android 11 and is powered by a 4600 mAh non-removable battery. The Xiaomi Mi 11 supports wireless charging, as well as proprietary fast charging. As far as the cameras are concerned, the Xiaomi Mi 11 on the rear packs a 108-megapixel primary camera with an f1.85 aperture and a pixel size of 0.8 micron. A 13-megapixel camera with an f2.4 aperture, and a 5-megapixel camera with an f2.4 aperture. The rear camera setup has autofocus. It sports a 20-megapixel camera on the front for selfies with an f2.4 aperture. The Xiaomi Mi 11 runs Mi 12 is based on Android 11 and packs 128 GB of inbuilt storage. The Xiaomi Mi 11 is a dual SIM smartphone that accepts nano SIM and nano SIM cards. The Xiaomi Mi 11 measures 164.30 x 74.60 x 8.06 mm and weighs 196.00 grams.